Today, SMEs at large in the country faces that problem. And the reason why SMEs are not growing and the reason why they're stuck or reason why they have a mind block for growth is because they know its cash flows are always a challenge, or late payments are always, troubling them. And then if they give the credit to a new customers, what if the new customers don't pay on time? This is what they live in every day in and day out. To put another context to it, an average entrepreneur of an SME spends more than 40% of his time in a month in figuring out his late payments, rather receivables collections. Imagine if he spends, let's say, 15-20% of it, he would probably spend more time in growing his business. And that's where we come in at Recordent. We understood not just the game of the credit risk that is required and that is very essential for small and medium enterprises. There's also, once the credit is given, the most important part of it is collecting the money from the buyers, getting the money from the buyers. And that is where we come in with a complete comprehensive, again, a technology interface or rather platform, which allows businesses to not just use that as any other system of sending reminders. In fact, most businesses think, receivables is all about sending reminders, and that's only a small part of it. Account receivable software is a lot beyond an accounting software. Account receivables start off with a proper interface built between a buyer and seller. In our platform, there is something called buyer dashboards. Now, what is this buyer dashboards? A buyer dashboard is an interface where a buyer can just simply log in with a magic link or with an OTP, where he can see what invoices have been raised by his particular seller, which of those invoices are paid, which of those invoices are unpaid, and what invoices need to be, which of those invoices can be disputed. Or if there is an option on the buyer dashboard to make a promise to seller saying that I'm going to make a payment on a particular day. And beyond that, there is also an option for a buyer to even look at how his payment trends has been with that particular seller. Now, what does it all mean? A seller who's given credit to a buyer. It means a seller is informing and keeping the buyer quite transparently about the invoices pending, invoices raised and due for payment, and most importantly, the trend of the buyer with that particular seller. So this all sort of puts the buyer in a state of mind, oh, this is how my payments have gone through recently, or this is my payments pending and that I've not been paying so far. And this interface also helps, as I pointed out, for a disputing and all of that. So this is a transactional relationship has been built.